Hello everyone, I'm Tyler, and today we're going to introduce AFK's new crossover character, Ezio, from the Assassin's Creed series. I'm here with Sakamoto, who is the designer of Ezio in AFK Arena. Now, Sakamoto, before we begin, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hi Tyler, thank you for having me here. And this is Sakamoto, and I designed Ezio for AFK Arena. We'll see him very soon, and so stay tuned.
Great, super excited to hear about the design of Ezio and to have our players ask some questions. My first question for you is, why did AFK Arena decide to collaborate with Assassin's Creed?
Well, Assassin's Creed is a very well-known series, and it has been 13 years since its first game, and it has a huge loyal following.
Of course, the Assassin's Creed series is famous all over the world. As well, we all know that Assassin's Creed has many popular characters. So why did you choose Ezio over all the rest?
Well, I think Ezio has always been a classic character in Assassin's Creed, and many of the most symbolic parts of the whole series comes from Ezio's gameplay and storyline. That's why we choose Ezio in AFK Arena.
All right, the next question is about the actual art design of Ezio. We can see that both the illustration and the in-game model are both very stylish. And to a certain extent, the original style of Ezio's design is still intact. However, it seems seamlessly fitting into the AFK Arena unique art style. Can you please tell us a little bit about the art concepts that went into designing Ezio?
Sure. When it comes to recreating look and feel, and the most important factor was to capturing the key characteristics people associate with him. So it was a huge challenge to make Ezio fit into AFK Arena's world. So when we decided Ezio, we were frequently in touch with Ubisoft and asking for their suggestions, and so that we are able to accurately recreate every facet of Ezio's character in AFK Arena.
So do you think that Ubisoft was satisfied with the end result?
I should say definitely. And as you can see here, Ezio's pose is a poster-jump assassination action. This was inspired by a famous scene in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, in which Ezio jumped from the dome of the Pantheon and assassinate the guards. If you look carefully, Ezio's background, like here around, is a simplified version of the interior of the Pantheon.
So do you and the other designers ever find yourselves in the office jumping off your desks like Ezio, acting like assassins?
You want me to do it here?
No.
I have done it 1,000 times in my dreams. We really have some interesting stories from the design phase. Initially, there was actually a different portrait pose for Ezio, and Ezio stood on the top of Castel San Angelo with Angel perched on his forearm, and the statue of Archangel Michael behind him. However, we thought this design was too cluttered, so it was abandoned. As well as that, there was a version of Ezio that shows his eyes, but we feel that exposing the eyes make him less mysterious. It's not like assassin. So after that, after some deliberation, we decided it's better to conceal his eyes.
So your team must have spent a lot of time playing Assassin's Creed, getting familiar with everything so you guys could do a better job. Now, with regards to Ezio's actions and movements between the two games, what are some differences we'll see?
I think it's hard to find any differences between these two games. When designing in-game model, we tried our best to recreate the actions and movements from the original games by picking out and implement iconic elements. So in the game, Ezio uses a variety of weapons such as hidden blade, saber, dagger, and crossbow to carry out melee or ranged attacks. And when the enemy attacks, he has the chance to dodge and launch a counterattack.
So what is Ezio's big move?
Alright, big move. For example, when Ezio uses his ultimate, he first uses Eagle version, then spreads his arms in his famous pose. He disappears momentarily to sudden Descent from above is a stabbing the enemy with his hidden blades or dashing beside the enemy, striking them with his sword. Ezio's in-game actions are quick, dexterous, and concealed from view, emphasizing the unique characteristics of an assassin.
Let's have a look at how the artist begins the design, starting with a sketch. That is truly amazing. So now that we've pretty much wrapped up the discussion about Ezio's art design, I think our players are really curious about what sort of skills Ezio is going to bring to the table. So can you give us any hints, maybe a little bit of a sneak peek as to what we can expect to see as far as the skills go?
Of course, just remember, Ezio is a real assassin, and he brings burst damage in battle.
So what are his abilities specifically? I mean, give us something.
All right. Ezio's most exceptional ability is that he can kill enemies without any hesitation, just like how he played in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Furthermore, he can protect himself in battle after war. Surviving ability is also important for assassin, I think. When you think you got him, watch out. It could be very well a perfect chance for him to strike you down.
Sounds like Ezio is not going to be a letdown in this game. So how are Ezio's skills designed in AFK Arena?
For Ezio's skill design and performance in games, we refer to several skills used in Assassin's Creed series such as Brotherhood. For example, the Eagle Vision, the ability to dodge and counter-attack when he is fighting multiple enemies, and his Hidden Blade.
Okay guys, that concludes the introduction portion for Ezio today, but now we're moving on to some Q&A. We've collected some questions from players. The first question is, how strong of a character is Ezio in the game? Is he going to make a big difference? How big is the impact?
Yes, considering current gameplay, Ezio fulfills a very special role in your team, and not only is he the most trusted assassin, he also helps his teammates deal with difficult enemies. And when Ezio is in battle, the fight is more quick and simple. Okay,
second question. Is Ezio more useful in PvP or PvE?
I think every player wants to know that. Ezio is very flexible with other heroes. Not only can he add burst damage to a team, he could also help his team avoid critical damage. Ezio's survivability increases over time, and the more he uses his ultimate, the more he can kill whoever is left in the end of a fight. Players have the options to increase his survivability so that he could last well into the end, maximize his killing power, kill more, and also in some other cases, increase his dodge to make enemies' skills effective, which creates opportunities for his teammates. Depending on the team comps, Ezio works well both in PvP and PvE.
So Sakamoto, what team comp works best with Ezio?
Okay, that's for you and all of you guys to check it out in games when you have Ezio.
Well, it seems like Ezio is going to bring a lot to the table. Third question I've got here is Ezio for free? And if not, how can we get Ezio?
Well, there are ways for players to get Ezio for free, and there's even a special offer to buy immediately.
Okay, last but not least, when can we get Ezio in-game?
Okay, Ezio will join AFK Arena on August 12th.
Okay, sorry, I have one more personal question. After Ezio, who's the next Assassin's Creed character that we're going to be seeing in AFK Arena?
Well, I can't tell everyone, but...
No! Just joking, guys.
Joking.
Who is the next character that you guys want to see? Let us know in a comment down below. And thank you again, Sakamoto. Really appreciate your time. Thank you for answering our questions, players' questions. we'll all look forward to August 12th. See you guys then.